up, guys? HTG Brian back with more LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. This is level 37, Master Codebreak-Out. Free play! We're going to get all 6 of those Kyber bricks, including that true Jedi status. In fact, we're going to get 5 mini-kits, and even though we got one of the challenges in the story mode, we're actually going to show you how to do it. It's the first thing we do, so don't worry about that. However, if you did happen to miss something, or maybe you're rewatching this video, whatever the case may be, just a reminder, we do have quick links down below in the video description, and I highly recommend you take advantage of those in the event that you're scanning or looking for a particular item. Now, when you guys are ready to get to the getting, we'll go ahead and pull up our galaxy map and, of course, toggle over to episode 8 and then down to level 2, Master Codebreak-Out. And, of course, like I said, we're going to jump right in with challenge number 1 for us, which happens to be Prison Break. Enter the guard room undetected. So we're going to go ahead and show you how to do that. If you follow along, it's super easy. In fact, it only takes about 30 seconds, and then we can get that out of the way. Now, speaking of out of the way, because this is free play, we have removed all of the cutscenes and all non-essential gameplay. As soon as we gain control, we're going to just follow along the middle circle here until we get to a switch on the left-hand side. It's going to go ahead and open up a door, and inside there's going to be a gonk droid we can hop on and get our rat on. So we're going to go ahead and take a right outside the door and follow it around to the purple icon. Once we park it, it's actually going to open the door and reveal a statue that happens to be on a hidden checkerboard path. Go ahead and walk up right behind it, hit the icon indicated, and press this bad boy all the way down to the end of the lane, and then press the button to the right of it, to the next of it. I almost said to the next of it. That would have been funny. All right, so we go ahead and get our scan on, and let's see. Woohoo! We have officially passed. Now, it is important to note that you have to actually step foot inside the guard room before the challenge will pop off. And, of course, because we got it in story, it's not going to show on screen for us. So, assuming you followed along, you didn't get spotted, and everything went just as planned, you should have got that first challenge called Prison Break. Now, next up, we're actually going to take out all the baddies in here and then turn around and come back right the way we came in. Of course, we got to get them all. Got to get a few studs along the way. Purples is, there's actually a purple stud later that we can get that probably would have saved us from having to smash all this stuff. But you know me, I like to smash around and collect as many things as possible. All right, back out to where we just came in. We're actually going to go right back into the same room where we got that guard down the checkerboard path. We're going to go to the left-hand side of the room. There's a painting or an easel, if you will. We're going to go ahead and smash. And look at that. We're going to build it back up into, you guessed it, Minikit number 1. Woo to the who. All right, we're going to exit this, I guess it's a jail cell. We're going to head to the right. There's actually a pull switch right on the wall right there. We're going to flip it on down, and it should open the door to the left. Inside, we're going to find a silver chain blocking a lever in the back left corner. So we're going to go ahead and switch to a character that can yeet a grenade. That's right. We're going to go ahead and toggle on over to the incinerator stormtrooper. Haha. Just happens to be the guy that loaded in on the level. Now, once we blow that chain up, it's actually going to give us 3 builds. And the one we want is actually the bottom middle build. And it's actually pretty tough to get to. So you're going to have to like kind of press down. And I almost had to press sort of to the right, like diagonally, kind of southeast, if you will. And eventually I got the build up. It reveals the Minikit. Actually, you have to flip the switch again. Once you flip the switch, it reveals the Minikit. And then we're ready to keep on with the keeping on. In fact, we're going to go out and head to the left again until we come to a spot where there's a jail cell door that has a large gap in it. Right on the back side is going to be a lever. And although it's a little bit of a funny angle to grab this, you're going to need a character with the Force. And go ahead and flip it over to the wall and flip it down on the wall and opens the door. Inside, we actually have a hero terminal in the back left corner. We're going to go ahead and toggle over to our favorite hero, or in our case, it's a variant of Leia, I do believe. Indeed, Arini. It's all right. So Cloud City Leia here. We're going to go ahead and follow the icons indicated here. Once we get all 4 of them completed, it's going to go ahead and reveal a secret room. That's right. It sort of reminds me of that old Denzel Washington movie, you know, where The Inside Man, where he goes and has that secret room. That was pretty cool. Now, what we're doing here is we have a game of a match-a-rooney. We have to actually just simply line all 4 of these images to match one person, and then we actually need to do that 3 more times. So basically, you got to match up each of the characters. We got Chewie, we got Maz, we've got Rose, and who was the last one? Was it Poe? Maybe? Finn or Poe? I don't know who the last one was. But anyways, you got all 4 of them, and booyaka shao. Minikit will be rewarded. Now, we're just going to head out and keep on with the keeping on to the left-hand side here, going around the circle. Of course, you know me, got to build up some things to get them extra studs. But basically, flip a switch, and inside this room, we're going to find a giant safe. And in that safe is going to be a Minikit, but we need a password to get inside. And you might not have noticed, but there is a protocol droid terminal in the front left corner here. We're going to go ahead and access it to find out that we do, in fact, need a password, and we do not have it. So I'm going to toggle over to my other character, and I'm going to walk out to the right and make note of this ladder here. Now, I don't know if you saw it up in the upper right-hand corner there, but there is some scaffolding or a walkway up here. And on this particular piece across the way here, there is a little ramp that goes into a secret compartment. Now, I used Jango Fett to glide across that gap, as it's just easier for me to do. A double jump might work, but I think you need the glide, so definitely be ready for that. Now, once we get here, I'm actually going to have to toggle to a protocol droid. Now, be careful not to toggle back to your C-3PO you already had out, as it will bring you back down below and likely into that last room, which will come in handy in a second. So toggle to a new C-3PO, get the password, and then toggle right back to the old C-3PO and input the code. It saves you a little bit of time, not much, but a wee bit. And of course, it's going to be the very bottom one, Canto Bite. That's right. Bite. All right, password inputted. Make sure you let the sequence complete. In my scouting run, I actually backed out of it, and it didn't complete the password. So, whop, 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 whop. Now, because our other C-3PO was still up in that little alcove, cubby, whatever you want to call it, we're going to toggle right back, and then we're going to go on the upper deck. We can see some grapple points. If we grapple all the way to the top, we're going to find a Minikit. Now, it should be noted, too, if you opted to not toggle back and forth with C-3POs and maybe your guy didn't hang out in that cubby, just simply walk to the first room that we went into and grapple up to the middle point and then up to the grapple points to the Minikit. It's super easy. It was just kind of a shortcut that I took there with my characters toggling back and forth. All right, make note, too, there is a purple stud inside that little grapple plug room that I just cleared out there. And, of course, next up, we need to flip the switch, which is going to reveal the centrifuge. And we need to blast that bad boy, which will then trigger the final alarm where we can go ahead and ring off the next 2 challenges. All right, so flip the lever, pow it right in the kissa, and, of course, the scene will ensue. Look at 3PO. What's he doing out there? He's supposed to be inside with us. All right, guards are on the prowl. What we're going to do next is actually a challenge called Isn't It Ironic? We're going to lock a guard in a cell, and although I fail on my first go, it's okay. I'll show you how to do it, though. It's pretty simple. What we're going to do is actually head out one of these doors. It doesn't really matter which one, but if you go out the left door, so the one kind of behind you, it'll actually help you get to the lever we need quicker. Simply head out the left door and keep along the inner wall as eventually you'll come to a lever. Flip that bad boy. It should open the door to the left, and inside you should see a punching bag that's sort of glowing white, as well as a, I guess it's locker of sorts, as well as a coat hanger. We'll go ahead and smash all of them, build it up into what is like a decoy. You actually need to pull the lever. I got ahead of myself here. Pull the lever. It's going to activate these dummies. And then you got to get the attention of one of the guards outside. Now, to do that, you really need to kind of shoot at him and get that exclamation point above him. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second here. I shoot at one or I hit one, and it's like, oh, hey. I punch a few, and I get no reaction. So I switched to Jango. And look at all these guys in here. So I had all of them inside the cell, and I thought, okay, now's my chance. Go flip the switch. But see, Jango had ran back out, and so did they. So I'm going to wait for that switch to flip back up, flip it one more time, open the door, and then I'm going to sneak up in there with not one, but both of my characters. And I think by the time I get in there with Django, I find yep, 3PO's out of there. But this time, I get one in here by shooting at one of them. Watch the exclamation point. See? He's like, oh, I'm coming for you. So then I toggle over to the other guy, flip the switch quickly, and locked in there, and challenge complete. All right, last but not least, all we have to do is take down 8 guards during this jailbreak. So simply just don't leave until you ring off that last challenge, which booyaka shall. This is one you might have actually got in the story as well, as it was possible to do it there. So if you're finding that you've taken out 10 or 15 guards and you haven't got that challenge, please double check your list and make sure that you didn't already get it. When you're ready though, go ahead and pull the grapple plug of the manhole and drop it like it's hot. And we are out of there. Drop it like it's hot. Ha ha! That was an unplanned, excellent comment. Drop it like it's Hoth. Drop it like it's Hoth. Which is ironic because Hoth is not hot at all, right? All right, Master Codebreak-Out level complete. We are good to go. We got all of the studs required. In fact, we only needed 60K, and we blew right on by that. Mainly thanks to that purple stud up in that little cubby hole. And we're almost to 5 million. So we're going to have a pretty big choice up ahead of us of choosing whether we want to get the 4X or the 6X. There's a pretty big jump in price there. All right, all 3 of the challenges, all 5 of the mini kits. And what did we get? We got the Libertine? Okay. I see it. I see you. All right, guys, that is actually going to wrap it up. We are literally, if we're not in the home stretch of free play yet, we are almost there. In fact, we only have a couple more levels for episode 8, and then for sure, episode 9 has to be the home stretch, right? All right, guys, don't forget to check out HappyThumbsGaming.com, the home of our trophy achievement guides and more, as well as our social media platforms. Come hang out, see some other Happy Thumb gamers like yourself, including myself. But hey, guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for me. As always, until next time.